Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. So I'm here today with a little book haul. My year of not buying books is still going well. There's only a small handful in here that I have bought outside of my normal book outlet realm. So we're still good. We still have a decent stack. But as far as spending money on books, I'm still okay. I know you were worried. I know you were. First I want to talk about my book of the month club book. So the first one I grabbed is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. This was one of the May book of the months. This follows a stepmother and the stepdaughter. So there's Hannah, who gets a note from her husband who basically just says protect her, and she knows exactly who her is. Her is his daughter, her stepdaughter. And he's not answering his phone. He has kind of gone missing, and things start unraveling, and it's very clear that Owen was living a life that Hannah didn't know much about, and they're uncovering things. She's trying to keep the stepdaughter, what's her name? Bailey, safe, and she's figuring out Bailey knows a little bit more about what Owen was in or involved in than Hannah did. So they kind of have to team up to figure out what happened to Owen. I've heard good things. I love that it feels summery, like houseboats on a lake or something. So I'm intrigued, definitely intrigued. Then for the book of the month book club I'm in, it's called Ladies Getting Lit. I'm just saying, we're fun. I got The Hunting Wives by Meg Hobb. Don't know much about this. It says the Hunting Wives share more than target practice, martinis, and bad behavior in this novel of obsession, seduction, and murder. But I've heard great things about it, so I got that one. And then this last month, I got quite a collection. So get that out of the way. Do I have a good bookmark? It says, I love having the last word. Oh, that's so appropriate. So appropriate. I have The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I don't want to know much about it. I read The Silent Patient. I loved it. It says a spellbinding tale of psychological suspense weaving together Greek mythology, murder, and obsession. Okay. I picked up The Damage by Caitlin War. Similar, an edgy, propulsive read about what a family pushed to the brink will do in the name of love and blood. This was kind of a cover buy for me. I know. It says thrills and chills though. And then I couldn't resist. I should have picked this up a few months ago, and then I've been hearing fantastic things. So it's Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Andy Weir also wrote The Martian, which I loved. The Martian has by far the best first line of any book I've ever read. It's so good. Go look it up. So this one follows, again, set in space, so we've got some sci-fi going on. All right, got some drawings. I'm there. It says Ryland Grace is the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and Earth itself will perish. Except that right now, he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very, very long time, and he's just been awakened to find himself millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses for company. His crewmates are dead, his memories fuzzily returning. Ryland realizes that an impossible task now confronts him. Hurtling through space in his tiny ship, it's up to him to puzzle out an impossible scientific mystery and conquer an extinction-level threat to our species. And with the clock ticking down and the nearest human being light years away, he's got to do it all alone. Or does he? Yes. Heard great things about it, picked that one up. So, got that going for us. Let's get into the rest. Okay. The next one my mom picked up, but I ordered it for her. It came into my door. I'm going to haul it because I know I'm going to read it eventually, and she hasn't grabbed it from my house yet, so I'm going to show you guys. A week or so ago on a Friday night, there was a 2020 special about the so-called Gone Girl. Basically, this couple was accused of kind of acting out a real-life Gone Girl scenario, and they wrote a book about it. So it's Victim F, From Crime Victims to Suspects to Survivors. It's Denise Huskins and Aaron Quinn, And it tells their story of being kidnapped, of the police not believing them. It's an insane episode, and I had to get the book because I need more. I need to figure out, how did this happen? How did this get missed? So Victim F, I picked this up, see if I can read it before my mom comes and claims it, because it is technically hers. All right, I did have to pick up a couple of book club books. Again, those are not part of my book buying ban because I'm in the book clubs. I want to read the books. So the next one we're reading in July for like my book club that I get together with my friends is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know this takes place in the 80s. I know this is Hollywood. I know this is crazy relationships and a whole lot of cheating going on and drama, and I'm there for it, and I've heard really great things about it. So I love me some Taylor Jenkins Reid. I can't wait to pick this up. Our theme for book club for that month is a book with a beverage, and Malibu just feels fitting. So that's how we got to that. And then for my book club at work, we're reading Group, How One Therapist and a Circle of Strangers Saved My Life by Christy Tate. It's just about how therapy helped Christy get through life. So I'm excited to read that as well. I have 3 books that were sent to me from publishers. The first one is Forever Starts Now by Stephanie London, which I think this cover is super cute. And I like that, like, is this like a between mass market paperback and paperback? I'm not, the size is like throwing me off. I mean, it doesn't feel super mass market paperbacky, so I can open it, but I don't know. This size is just like, you know, little odd to me. But all right, it says, what happens when 2 people who've given up on forever find it in each other? Single men are as scarce in Forever Falls as a vegetarian at a barbecue. That is, until Ethan Hammersmith moves in. After his fiance gives him an ultimatum, he left Australia and never looked back. He isn't in America to find a new girlfriend, though. He's searching for the father he never knew. But now it's like he has a flashing sign above his head that says, available. Thankfully, the manager of the local diner is willing to give him a cover, if only she weren't so distractingly adorable. Well, here we have Monroe Roberts, who knocked Forever permanently off her wish list ever since the love of her life skipped town with their cliche yoga instructor. I mean, that's been written before. And good riddance. She's gotten this struggling diner to keep her busy, trying anything to boost sales, until a hot Australian walks in and changes everything. The restaurant is packed full of women who aren't there to order food unless Ethan is on the menu. This could sink her business faster than ever, so light bulb, what if they pretend to be together? Sounds like a perfect plan until they realize there's something very real chemistry in this fake relationship. Yep, gonna like that one. Next one I was sent is A Not So Lonely Planet by Karina Kennedy. I like this cover. So basically follows Marina Taylor. She's got a one-way ticket to Rome. She's going on an adventure. She's on this quest to write her book. So she's going to experience some things. It says her first trip abroad will inspire you to throw your own itinerary out the window and throw caution to the wind. Art, love, sex, wine, the Italian playboy, and the boy next door. Who says you can't have it all? So it sounds funny. It sounds lighthearted. It sounds, I like books that are set on a quest, like just go in to find something. So I got that one. And then I have this one, super interested. It's called Spin by Peter Zutlin, based on a mostly true story, it says. So this is based on Annie Londonderry. In the mid 1890s, she hopped on her bike and went on a trip to circle the world. She's a young Jewish mother of 3 small children. She set in motion a wager between 2 wealthy business Boston merchants. The bet required Annie not only to circle the earth by bicycle in 15 months, but to earn $5,000 en route along the way. This was no mere a test of a woman's physical endurance and mental fortitude. It was a test of women's ability to fend for herself in the world. Really interested in this, so. And I love the cover. So I got that on my list, on my shelf. I picked this up because I can't help but grab Pam Jenoff's books. This is The Woman with the Blue Star. Let's see, 1942, Sadie Galt is 18 and living with her parents amid the horrors of the ghetto during World War II. When the Nazis liquidate the ghetto, Sadie and her pregnant mother are forced to seek refuge in the perilous sewers beneath the city. One day, Sadie looks up through a grate and sees a girl about her own age buying flowers. Ella Stepanek is an affluent Polish girl living a life of relative ease with her stepmother, who has developed close alliances with the occupying Germans. Scorned by her friends and longing for her fiancé, who has gone off to war, Ella wanders the city restlessly. While on an errand in the market, she catches a glimpse of something moving beneath a grate in the street. Upon closer inspection, she realizes it's a girl hiding. Ella begins to aid Sadie, and the two become close, but as the dangers of war worsen, their lives are set on a collision course that will test them in the face of overwhelming odds. World War II historical fiction, my friends. Give me all of it. All right, so then I have the random pickup books from Free Little Libraries. I have Every Step You Take by Avery Lane. It just says psychological thriller on it, so I picked it up. I don't want to know. So I grabbed that one. I have Jeffrey Archer's This Was a Man. This is the final volume in the Clifton Chronicles. I'm still working my way through the Clifton Chronicles. I have read 2 of the 6. So I'm getting there. It just follows a story through generations of immigrating of coming to America, starting over, finding success, having hurdles. It's just a really great family saga. The next few books I picked up at my library's book sale, because why not? I have Margaret Atwood's Oryx and Crake, and then I also have The Testament. So I picked these 2 up at the suggestion of my friend Amber, who is also on Instagram. I can leave her link below. She basically said, Lindsay, you need to get these, and she put them in my hand and I bought them. I still need to read The Handmaid's Tale, but I bought them for $1. Picked up Nikki French, Blue Monday. I'm just curious about a Nikki French book, and I figured for $1 I'd give it a try. It says the stunning first in a series of psychological thrillers introducing a brilliant London psychotherapist. So we're gonna give that a whirl. And then also picked up Rise of the Magics by Nora Roberts. This is part of her series. This is book 3. It's the 1 series. I started reading the 1. I need to get back to it. But dystopian fantasy type book series, I just need to find the second one. So for $4, I can't go wrong. Then my amazing cousin who lives in Minnesota was doing pictures for someone, and this person wrote a book. So he gave her a copy of his book to send to me, wrote in it. It just, I'm amazed. I'm humbled. This is awesome. So Mission to Kill by Jeffrey Reck. In today's world, terrorism is not just something that's fought overseas by unnamed soldiers. It's sometimes fought in our backyard. Truth. It's fought by brave men, women, sons, daughters, and families. And it can quickly unfold in a tangled web of operative fighting for power and prestige. Mission to Kill is centered around the Malone family and their intense efforts to fight terrorism, which takes them from their small town home in Texas to Washington, D.C., and eventually to Afghanistan. I'm obsessed with Vince Flynn and his Mitch Rapp series, so I feel like this is totally up my alley. Nice little quick book that I could probably get done in a weekend. So thank you, Jeffrey, for sending that to me. And then I had a moment of weakness at Barnes & Noble because I needed to waste some time, and I walked into that store instead of a different one. So I picked up the next 2 books in the Shadow and Bone series. So I have Siege and Storm and then Ruin and Rising. These are books. I'm reading this trilogy with Sarah, Krista, and Amanda. We've just decided to pick this up. I'm really enjoying Shadow and Bone right now. Really enjoying it. So I know I'm going to want to get to these 2. So I grabbed those. And then I picked up Christina Lauren's new book, The Soulmate Equation. Love Christina Lauren. They are just, I always buy their books. So it has single mom Jessica Davis is a data and statistics wizard. But no amount of number crunching can convince her to step back into the dating world. Raised by her grandparents who now help raise her 7-year-old daughter Juno, Jess has been left behind too often to feel comfortable letting anyone in. After all, her father was never around, her hard partying mother disappeared when she was 6, and her ex decided he wasn't father material before Juno was even born. Jess holds her loved ones close, but working constantly to stay afloat is hard and lonely. But then she hears about Genetically, a buzzy new DNA-based matchmaking company that's predicted to change dating forever, finding a soulmate through DNA, the reliability of numbers. This Jess understands. Sounds like the one by John Mars. At least she thought she did until her test shows an unheard of 98% compatibility with another subject in the database, one of the founders. This is one number she can't wrap her head around because she already knows this doctor. The stuck-up, stubborn man is without a doubt not her soulmate. Oh, this sounds interesting. Well, that's fun. And then I picked up Finley Donovan is Killing It by El Casimano. It's funny. I've heard funny and I've been in the mood for funny. So it says Finley Donovan is killing it, except she's really not. A stressed out single mom of 2 and a struggling novelist, Finley finds her life in chaos. The new book she promised her literary agent isn't written. Her ex-husband fired the nanny without telling her, and this morning she had to send her 4-year-old to school with hair duct taped to her head after an incident with scissors. Yeah. When Finley is overhead discussing the plot of her new suspense novel with her agent over lunch, she's mistaken for a contract killer and inadvertently accepts an offer to dispose of a problem husband in order to make ends meet. I mean, what could go wrong? And I've heard it's funny. So that's my not so small book haul that I'm totally okay with. And yeah, so let me know if you've read any of these. A few of them are coming up. Malibu Rising, I definitely have to read. The Group, I have to read for some book club. I really want to get to the Andy Weir book. I really want to pick this one up. I might do this one sooner than later because I need something light. Otherwise, comment below. Let me know if there's any ones I need to pick up anytime soon. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye.